Nerd could rise up. It could get elevated. Nerd could rise up. It could get elevated.
Hello, everyone.
Nerdcore.
Happy, I guess this would be Monday for you all listening.
It will be Monday, yeah.
Welcome to a very sleepy episode of EGTN.
So sleepy.
So sleepy.
Got all
Chris
the
and Kyle
sleepies.
haven't gotten much sleep this weekend, and it's warm in both our houses.
Well, I got AC blowing right on me. I'm great.
Oh, I got the ball fan going. I'm good now. But yeah, so welcome back to our next Nerkie, and welcome to Every Man's Guide to Nerddom, where we are two 40-something-year-olds who talk about pretty much whatever we want. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kyle. And if you guys would like to be a part of the community, there's a link in the show notes down below. There's a link there for our Discord server. Join that. Discord's an awesome free little application. Lets you communicate with your friends. Our server has a lot of channels for anything nerdy that you may nerdy. You other nerds and nerdettes may nerd out about when you're nerding together. Like if you want to talk about Funkos, comics, anime, ball sports, beer, food, whatever, there's a channel in there for it. Discuss it, geek out, whatever. It's great. So become part of the community, join that. Also make sure that you're liking, subscribing, and doing all the things that you're supposed to do for, algorithms and whatnot. Also, if you'd like to hang out with Chris and I live and in person, virtually, we both stream on Twitch. You can find Chris over there under Guyver Unit 01, GUYVERUNT01, myself under KSIG, K_SIG. We're on Twitch. We stream typically on the weekends whenever schedules allow, playing indie horror games, community games with you guys from the Discord. It's good times, good times. We've played some spooky stuff. I probably peed a few times Friday night when we were playing Fear Therapy because it's just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. Pretty sure I pulled something more than once. So if you want to see how that works out, follow us. Hang out with us.
Follow us. Do it.
Check it out. Do it. So
Do
we'll
it.
get going there. We are on episode 8 of Bad Batch now.
And it's getting pretty dark.
Mhm.
Pretty yeah, it's getting really good, but it's heavy. This season is so heavy.
Well, it's the last one.
It is
And
the last one, yeah.
I'm realizing today when I had watched so much and I got caught up and I stopped. This is where I stopped, was this episode. And I was like, man, I really want to watch ahead and but I'm thinking I'm going to stick with the pace of recording. And so you're ahead because we're running about 4 episodes. Our episodes are running about 4 episodes behind the season itself. So Chris is current. I am not. And I'm thinking I'm going to keep running so I don't spoil my opinions of what could or could not happen by knowing what's ahead. Now you're already ahead. That's great. I think I'm going to try it. I'll try to play the flip side of it and just stick with our pace and watch it as we're recording, or not as we're recording, but before we record. So I have a non-influenced opinion of what's happening with it.
Non-biased.
Yeah. And we'll go with that. So this was a good episode. I rewatched it before. I say it's a good episode. It sets up. There's a lot of setup. I remembered a lot from it after I watched it. I got about a quarter of the way through before I realized, I had already watched this one. I thought I was behind.
Did you?
Yeah, and so that might tell you
one of those.
a little bit one of those that the first time I obviously just zoned in and out of the episode. It didn't really just grab me. But there are some really important themes that are explored. There's some really important events that happen. It just takes a little bit to get there in this episode. And again, we don't like to use that word filler episode, but I still feel like there's so many of these, 2 or 3 sets of episodes that could probably have been combined into one, but they're exploring things, and there's some stuff, or there's things that happen in this episode that could have just been their own episode, but then we would have been like, oh, that's another filler episode. So
that's true. I see what you're saying. Sometimes it does feel that way, but then other times it's like, oh, okay, this is really cool. This is a completely new thing.
Yeah, I know it can't be awesome stuff for the entirety of each episode. I know you've got to ride it a little bit. but
Mhm.
some of them I really feel like they could have been combined into one. I mean, I'm not saying that they're stretching it out just to stretch it out. I'm just saying they're still kind of staying with the roots of that whole like 4 episode arc thing, where it's they're trying to kind of tell a story, but we're running up on the end of the series now, so
We're getting it's getting really close. And you can tell, and like you said, they're ramping it up, and it just sometimes to me, like series that are getting close to the end, they don't feel like they're getting close to the end.
yeah.
And it's like, how are they going to wrap this up? But to me, this is like from episode, I would say 1.
Mhm.
It's felt like that. It's
Yeah.
felt like, oh crap, this is the end season. Here it is. Take it and like it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing I can say it is. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, with that, we are on episode 8 called Bad Territory.
Not batch, but territory.
Yeah, of Bad Territory.
Mhm.
We're starting off on our island planet with our island friends.
The island what was the name of this? Temu?
It's Temu. It's a very cheap island.
Pabu. There it is.
It's
Pabu.
a very, very cheap island. Doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to get what you ordered,
No, and it may take a little bit longer to get there.
but you'll eventually get it.
Yep. So we start the episode off. We've got Omega and we've got old handshaky Crosshair.
So do you think he's constantly giving himself a stranger now?
I don't know. I mean, he is right-handed, but like
You know
he
what
could
I
be,
mean?
he's
He's like-
talented. He's ambidextrous. So
And he's going, I don't even have to move.
it's
Like,
being a good sniper is not not just about hitting your shots, about knowing when you're being watched.
you think he goes, Hunter, look, pew, pew, pew.
Tango down.
You think he jumps out of the Marauder?
Or that'd be
like,
Tinga down. I don't know. Anyway,
he jumps out of the back of the Marauder, like Ken Jeong in wedding, not wedding,
Hangover.
Hangover, butt naked. And he goes, Shwah.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be awesome. He says, staring at your comm won't make Echo contact you any faster.
Oh yeah, they're waiting on Echo.
Yep. And I kind of like Omega's little outfit. It's not the typical outfit she normally wears. It's like a little island girl outfit. And when
She's
she
an
stands
island girl.
island girl. It kind of reminds me of Han's outfit.
Yeah, more like pastel-y, but
Yeah,
like,
more pastel, but like the vest.
oh, is that I can't tell if that's like a leather vest or it's like crocheted. Like
Maybe it's pleather.
she just, settling in. Like maybe she found some old lady to hang out with on the island now, and she's taking on that trait, and she's making like little crocheted covers for their blasters. And
Omega, do you like butterscotch candies?
what are all these little strawberry candy things around?
These are delicious.
Mr. Reckersworth.
Mr. Reckersworth. Go smooth down my throat.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go take my Mantel Mucil before I get.
Watch out for the suppository version.
Says suppositories to stun.
Omega said he and Rex lost most of their squad to the attack, all because the Empire is after me. So Omega has a little bit of survivor's guilt, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or a lot of it. And, it's hard to tell a teenager stop feeling. It's hard to tell an adult stop feeling too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are ruled by emotion. So, and that's okay. It's a hard rock in a hard place because there's nothing you could really tell her that'll make it better.
No. She's just gotta work through it.
Okay, I love this line. She goes, I have to do something. All because the Empire was after me, blah, blah, blah. I have to do something to help them. And then Sniper Man says, you are, by staying away. And then Hunter comes out and is like, he's right. We need to know more about why Hemlock's looking after you. Like, who would have thought that Hunter would have be backing up Crosshair?
Well, they've gotten better.
No, they've gotten it. Was last episode. It was the Dune sandworm, the spice.
Oh yeah.
That drew them together, and it was Wov. Woo, Wov.
Wovahood.
Wovahood is the reason we are here together. Look how sassy Hunter looks there. He had his little hand on his hip.
Hey, Crosshair.
Hey, Crosshair. He's like, and it all boils back down to the M-count experiments. Like, what is the M-count experiments?
What does it all mean? What does it all mean?
What's all mean? He's like, you have to lay low. And of course, there's, hey, incoming transmission from Fee.
You know that phrase M count still bothers me though.
Why?
It's because we know what it means. It means midichlorian count.
Yeah, but they don't.
They don't, but we do. Yeah. It's not as it's not as mystical if you throw the midichlorians in there. I like the mysticism, space mysticism.
Space mysticism, like Space Power Rangers.
Yeah, Space Rangers.
Space Rangers. Or Time Force. Time Force.
Yeah. But I guess we're going with M count, so whatever.
Kyle's a little Mantel hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hurt my little Mantel feelings.
And then there's a sigh. Omega goes, pirate. She's a pirate.
Oh yeah, because they're talking about Fee.
Yeah. And then now we're looking at the Marauder. They're all sitting in there, and then you see Fee pop up, and you say, "Hey, Fee." You say, "Hey, kid."
Hey, fellas.
Hey, fellas. Again, I love Wanda Sykes. You can always tell it's her voice.
Mm-hmm.
I've been asking around about this M count thing, which hasn't been easy, by the way. She said, Tech's brain was the data bank, not mine, but I came through as always. Not that I'm ringing my own bell.
Is your playback kind of running slow on your end, or is it just from the buffer through the way we're watching this?
It could be the buffer. It seems like it's fine.
Okay.
Thanks, Disney.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a little lag. It's just like slow motion on mine, but it's staying in time, so it's just it's just skipping frames probably.
Fee basically tells them that they've been retrieving targets who have M counts.
High M counts.
And she said, yeah. She said, why? She's like, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Fee. That was helpful.
Yep. There's some slightly vague information that will lead you on a quest.
Mm-hmm. And she said, yeah. Will you accept this quest?
Turn into a villager that you run into on Skyrim. Like, oh, didn't see you there. As a matter of fact, yes, the M count and had blah 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 blah. Word quest.
Or the Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
They
got Bethesda to help with this episode. So
they did. Brought to you by Bethesda.
Oh God, I still gotta watch Fallout. Anyway,
we started watching episode 3. She said you'd be better off finding a bounty hunter to get you this info. Because their job is to find information.
Mm-hmm.
And Omega says, "What about Fennec?" And Crosshair's like, "Who?" Hunter goes, Fennec Shand. I'm like, yeah, Fennec.
Yay.
I love Fennec Shand. And it's Ming Na Wen.
Mm-hmm.
Who's perhaps the sexiest 50-year-old ever.
No, give me about 10 more years, buddy.
I'll still go with Ming Na Wen.
We'll see.
Kyle goes, I'll make you eat those words.
I will.
As long as that's the only thing you try and make me eat.
Okay.
She was hired by the Kaminoans to abduct Omega. So brings it back to Fennec Shand. I love her. She's a great character. And Omega's like, she might know something. She's dangerous, but it may be our only option. I love how Hunter is always that soldier. He's like, This is dangerous, but you know, why not?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Yeah.
He said, I can probably track her down, but she's not going to hand over that information for free. And Crosshair's like, naturally. And he's looking, and there's his hand shaking. And they're both, Omega and Hunter, catch it, and then they look at each other. As Crosshair excuses himself, says, I've got to go to the bathroom.
You go take care of it.
For about 2 minutes.
I gotta go see a man about a bantha. I'll be right back.
Is it a bantha party I'm in? I got a split. I'll get back to you, Fee says. And she's like, toodles.
I wonder if that's I don't know. You would know, so don't ruin it. I feel like I wonder if that's like she's gonna come back, or they're just like, we really need Wanda just really quick, really fast for this. You know, she had something in her contract. She's gonna be in all seasons.
Or Fee is a great character. I like her. I like her as a character.
I would have liked more of Fee, like especially after what happened with Tech. Like maybe that would be good, but I can see why she's got to go, retrieve historical things.
Yeah,
purveyor of goods.
I get that too, but it's still. I don't know. It would have been cool to have I don't think they could do a Fee show, though. You know what I mean? I think she's
like
more
maybe
more of a side character. Yeah.
Or she could be one cool to pop in some other stuff here and
Who's
there.
that? It's Fee. That's me. Like one of those. Yeah.
Leave it to Fee.
Leave it to Fee.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it to Fever.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's like the Alf-like character.
Eating space cats.
They're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I got to split. I'll get back to you. And Wrecker's like, I don't like it. Can't trust Fennec. Not around Omega. Who would have thought Wrecker would be the smart one on this? I don't know, like, you and I are going alone. Yeah.
He's the only one like, I knew it.
I knew it. Taboo is the name of the planet.
I said that earlier.
I thought you said taboo.
Oh, well, I've made a really bad joke. But yeah, we got there.
Okay. Kyle was right. Do you feel better?
I do. Feel amazing about it. Yes.
Kyle was right.
I'm going to clip that.
And Hunter goes, see if you can get him to get his hand looked at. Ignoring it won't get rid of the problem. And Omega's like, okay.
Fine.
The Marauder comes out of hyperspace. So does that space station here, does that remind you of like the old Federation, like droid ships almost?
It reminds me, I mean, it looks kind of, I don't lie, like kind of generic space station, like you see just like in every, you see this style like in Futurama, and you see it, like they're just, hubs. Like it could be a space diner, it could be, that's kind of how
but it could be delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. That's me. This is a really cool picture though. Actually, I'm going to screenshot this picture.
Okay. You get on that.
Because Chof is bitching that we have the same picture every time.
Okay.
Well, you created a Chof.
Yeah, you can do something different. You go make your own podcast.
Okay. So they're pulling in. And that's it. That's it. Explain more. They're literally pulling in.
They're just landing on the thing. Yeah.
Now they're walking out. What more do you want us to explain?
We're walking.
Walking. Like, okay, look at this droid. It is the worst droid Ted ever. Bottom right.
Oh, I see him. Little chunky guy.
Yes, little chunko.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, so there he is. They're on the street. They're going into a bar. And I do like the little, he looks like, what's his name? Not Snice Noodles, but Shy Guy. Or the Bullet Guy. He looks like the Bullet Guy.
Well, he's kind of
Mario.
Well, he was a shy guy that shot stuff, wasn't he? But yeah, that it looks exactly like that. Like
Was it
without
Shy
his
Guy? No, Shy Guy just had the helmet. The one who shot stuff was who was that?
shy guy that shoots Mario. That would be the nope, not that one.
Enemy. Yeah,
He's a
don't look up bullet enemy. Like Shy Guy. Yeah, Shy Guy just had the mask. The other guy was a bullet. There it is. What is this? Sniff it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He looks like a sniffet without his cape.
Yeah, like you can see he skipped leg day and arm day.
They act similar to shy guys. Some
Except
of
they
them jump,
spit
some
at
do
you.
not. No. Okay. Well, there we go. Nice little bit of Mario trivia in the middle of Star
Right
Wars.
there. Yeah, they ask about the bartender, and he points over in the corner, and there's Finnick Shin talking to like a Greedo. Could be Greedo. We don't know.
Greedo-esque.
Greedo-esque. Rhodian. And people are killing each other, and then Sniffit bops this girl on the head. Told her not to jump on the bed.
Oh. I don't think we can reference that even.
Yeah.
Are we? That's towing the line there.
Maybe. So Finnick kind of waves them away.
Mhm.
And the Rhodian goes, we're in the middle of something, and they go, not anymore, leave.
Out of here.
And yeah, and he goes, we'll finish this later. And Finnick goes, sit down. He's like, she goes, I have no business with him. He goes, Hunter, you do now. They just sit down. And Finnick just kind of looks at him.
Yeah, very Han scene.
It is very Han scene.
Mhm.
She's like, I remember you two. You're the clones who ruined my score. How was Omega? And Hunter's like, we're here for information. In that case, it's going to cost you. Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
Hunter
Look
goes,
how-
well, we fixed it.
Her whole conversation around this is like how much this is going to cost everybody for everything.
Yep. She is a bounty hunter.
She is. All the monies.
So Mr. Green Jeans runs away. And she's like, so what kind of information can I help you with? And see, they kind of look at her and she goes, see, this is how it works. You tell me what intel or targets you're after, and I give you a price. Oh, talk to them like they're new clones.
Yeah, like we've never done it with a bounty hunter before. And we got it.
Yeah. We hear the Empire has a bounty looking for M count targets. And she said, why do you want to know about that? That's our business. And Finnick kind of sits back and she goes, all right.
Yeah, they're going a little tit
I
for
haven't
tat there.
Yeah, I haven't done one of those jobs myself, but maybe I might know someone who has. He's like, can you put us in touch with them? Now that will definitely cost you. And she goes, like, how much? She's like, more than you've got, but we might be able to work something out. She's just calmly taking a drink.
Yeah, being chill about it.
Yeah, she's like, I've read your files from before. You're good with demolitions and ordnance, right? He's like, good. I'm the best.
I'm amazing. I
And
blow
you're the-
stuff up.
She goes, and you're the trucker.
Tracker.
That's what I said, trucker.
10-4 good bounty hunter, buddy.
I can find those parking lot lizards anywhere. What do they call
Space bounding down, loaded up and
It's the God, I would kill to see Space Kenny Powell.
Oh,
Kenny Powers.
I had a thought last night randomly. I know now, Smoking the Bandit reference. If that movie ever gets rebooted, because I was watching it last night,
Mhm.
like who could play Bandit? Like, that's a like who could pull that look off? And I was
what's his name?
Think of him with the mustache. He's been doing everything now lately, from Star
Danny
Wars.
McBride?
No. If you want the look with the mustache that's going to look like kind of like Burt Reynolds-ish, Pedro Pascal. I think he could totally pull off Bandit.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
We need to do another reboots we want to have happen episode sometime soon.
That would be cool. Okay, or can you see Danny McBride as Bandit too?
I could. Well, he would be more of oh God, what was his name? The one
I
that
want to see him play Spike in a cowboy live action Cowboy Bebop movie.
Danny McBride?
Yes, just because I want to see the mullet, and he goes, "I'm a fucking bounty hunter." Okay.
Okay, well, we'll buy on that.
He comes out with a Space America jacket or
Space
flag
America.
on.
Yeah, I think we need to do we've done a reboot one that we'd like to see before, I think we need to touch on that again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right,
we'll pull some people in. Okay.
Back on task.
And she goes, "You're the tracker." He's like, "Well, that's racist." He's like, "What's your point?" "There's a bounty I've been trying to bring in, worth a lot, but he's been hard to catch without a crew. So it's more than she can handle. So it's a big one because Finnick's one of the best."
Mhm.
She's like, "No, you'll be working for me. You follow through, I'll get you what you want to know." They look at each other and like, deal. We'll use my ship. And so we're clear. I keep the payment on the bounty. This is why she's good. She's like all of it.
'Cause
Slams
she's
her cup
greedy.
down for emphasis.
Yeah.
Hunter just kind of looks at the cup and looks at her. If his helmet was off, his mouth would be open.
Gar. I bet Wrecker's got a crush right now, though.
I bet he does too. He's looking at her and he's like, "I'm gonna wreck it."
You can have all the bounty. Pretty lady.
Uh-oh. I need bounty. Wrecker made a boom boom.
Bounty, the quicker M count picker
The
upper.
quicker Wrecker picker upper.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. That's what we were looking for.
So would the Trojan man be like Hunter Man? Hunter Man.
Hunter Man. Yes. You still make those commercials, haven't it? I feel like that's
I
kind of
don't
fell out a
know.
little bit. Yeah. Anyway.
They need to. AZ is Omega's little medical droid is scanning
Oh yeah, we're back on
sharpshooter's
Temu.
hand. Yeah,
Or
we're back on
Pabu.
Temu. No,
Pabu.
Temu. And he said, "Unfortunately, it may never heal 100%. She's like, "Nothing you can do?" He's like, "I've exhausted all medical treatment options. Perhaps the issue is not something physical." He's like, "You think it's something in my head? If you were to elaborate more on the experimentation you were subjected to, I could determine the cause." And he's like, "No."
Nope. I don't
He
want to talk
walks
about
off.
it.
Yeah.
That's how you know they
Don't
probed
talk
him.
about their feelings.
No, you got probed.
He did get probed by little gray men.
Mm-hmm.
They were touching his snooter and his booter. We're on Finnick's ship. Does it look like a little bit like a version of the Space Magic school bus?
It kind of does.
I mean, where I paused it here, does it look like
It does.
Space Magic school bus?
Yeah, it's totally. Yeah, that's it.
And they're flying through hyperspace. Finnick's like, I'm gonna look and see what they're doing. And they're Wrecker and Hunter are trying to whisper. He's like, "We're working for her now. We don't even trust her." And Wrecker, Wrecker being Wrecker, he's not quiet.
Mm-mm.
So I'm sure it was "We're working for her now.
She's the boss.
She's the boss." And he's like, Hunter's like, "What choice do we have? We need that information." They're just talking. They're just get ready for everything. And Finnick's like, "We made a deal. I heard everything you said, you fuckers.
Mhm.
I'm going to keep it as long as you hold up your end." And they're like, "What are we going after?" And then she shows this. What does that look like? Like a combo of a grasshopper and a praying mantis?
What? Here's the thing. He's like, it's a whole new species. Like, according to Wikipedia, like usually, you look up a character, it's going to have whatever their species is. Has she said his name yet?
Sylar Ceres, the slayer
Ceres.
of Ordo Iris.
Yeah. And so when you go to his page on Wikipedia, his info and all that, species, Siloceras species. That's all it says. Like, it doesn't even, it just says he was a bounty hunter and like this is the only episode he's in, so not really giving a species for him. So we got something kind of new. So that's cool.
That is cool.
Right?
So his arm looks like a cactus. Does it not? Right there, the outside.
Got some dimples.
Oh, it is important to note that they are the bounty hunters that are going after the M count. There's class 1 bounty hunters. Class 1 bounty hunters include Cad Bane, Fennec Shan. I would say
The baddest of the bad.
IG-88 would probably be class 1.
Well, or if they have him listed.
Dengar, all those people. He's supposed to be a praying mantis.
Let's see if it has IG-88 listed as a class 1.
This praying mantis looking villain took out all the top bosses for the Haxion Brood. Ordo Eris was an asteroid space station and a stronghold for the Haxion Brood Syndicate. What is cool is this is pulled in from Star Wars. Yeah, I cannot talk. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Just kind of cool that, there's another reference to the game. A member of the Haxion Brood kidnapped Cal Kestis due to his partner's large gambling debt. So he made some mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Chasing
Like
is one of the slipperiest marks, so he's a hard to catching.
Look at those little thorax just hanging out.
A little tiny thorax. Yeah, little tiny.
He needs to work on his thorax. Never came back. Sylar knows the planet and like the back of his claw. But eventually everyone's luck runs out. Do you think that line, that's Fennec Shan to the batch, do you think that's foreshadowing?
I think it's just bounty hunter speak. Because
You
you got
so?
you got to make everything sound ominous and like, ooh, extra danger. Like, oh, soon your luck's gonna run out. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Crap like that.
That kind of crap. Okay, yeah. I'll go with that.
I mean, it's bounty hunter speak. They got to. They got an image to keep.
Bounty speak.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, we're only about a third of the way through it. Okay. So they had their little talk, and where are we now? Oh, they're landing on the planet, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, they're landing on the planet. So now we're on planet Sepia, very orangey. Let's see, where are they going here? Back on Pabu, we do that. It didn't say the planet they're on. I thought it would.
Where they're at right now?
Did I miss it?
No, it didn't. It never told them.
I'm looking for it here, but it's telling us, the air is toxic. Don't die until the job's done. I remember what this. Okay, after now watching it twice, what their approach reminds me of. We'll get to that when we get to it. I had to get it out, or I would have forgotten. What the we always talk about. There's like always like homages and things like that. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. She meets a pit droid like we see in every racing Star Wars thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pit droid leads him to this old Louisiana swamp people boat.
Swamp people. Okay, so this whole we'll let it keep going. Then we'll get to it. So
you think she's gonna be like, shoot him, Wrecker, shoot him?
And I should have been making a list of all the homage type things I've noticed through the whole series. Yeah, because when we've seen Indiana Jones stuff, Jurassic Park, little nods here and there, and I don't know if we're just being like if we're just like imagining it or whatever. But this is cool. Like the little ship they're on with the
it's like a gondola.
Got the little long handled jet thing on the back. So they're going through
more like a what are they called? What's the Louisiana ones?
It's not like sort of like a fan boat, but not. This is you see these like in usually like Polynesian, I think Polynesian and like some
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
countries
yeah.
where they go through the river and have the really long handled, like stupid fast, long skinny boats. They have like a huge, like $200 on the boat, 5,000 in the motor, and they just. But you know they didn't have 5,000 in the motor. They pieced it together somehow, and it's like kicking out smoke and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yep.
I see what you're saying. I smell what you're cooking. Yeah, I'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Okay.
So they're sitting there, and it's like Silar's got a safe house upriver. Yeah, whatever. She goes, "You, whatever your name is." And what'd she say? You, whatever your name is, cover us. She's talking to Wrecker.
So this whole thing is because they're going up a kind of a narrow-ish creek, river, whatever you want to call it. They're approaching the thing, and they're having, you know, keep your eyes on the water, look out for enemies. This reminds me of a movie from 1979. Okay. Did have Harrison Ford in it. So there's that. He wasn't one of the main characters, but he was in it. It also had Martin Sheen and Marlon Brando and Robert
American
Duvall.
Graffiti?
Nope. Lawrence
Alien.
Fishburne was in it. Dennis Hopper. Scott Glenn.
Deep Throat?
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna
Nope.
kick myself. aren't I?
Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah.
Is it like when they're going up the river to
Yeah.
to what was it, Colonel Kurtz? The
Okay.
the colonel that like went AWOL and like had his own little society thing going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, this does kind of remind me a little bit of that.
Yeah, especially as they're going down. Yeah.
Except the water's purple. Or is that the land? So they're looking
They're in the water.
in the water. Yeah, it is purple water.
Now all I can think of is that scene in Hot Shots when like Martin Sheen and Charlie Sheen meet each other on the river. I loved you, Emma.
I love Hot Shots.
Yeah.
Purple rain.
Wish I had 4 hours to kill. I'd watch Apocalypse Now tonight. The extended cut.
That's a great movie.
That's a cool movie. It took me a long time to actually watch that. But
well, it's a tough movie to get through.
it's long. It's a Coppola movie for sure.
So basically she's saying it's really dangerous. Keep your eyes out. Keep us covered.
Yeah.
Powers down the engine. They come to a stop. That icky purple water. And
the water looks so weird in this too, because it doesn't like, it looks like, have you ever seen when people like hydro dip things?
Yep.
It looks like when they put that film over it to hydro dip it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Like,
it looks exactly like that.
It's like there's this film skin stuff on top of the water that doesn't really flow watery.
Okay, right here.
Mhm.
Does that look like Vader's helmet a little bit?
I thought it was a pumpkin.
I think it kind of look. There's the
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, very
the top.
Vader
There's
helmet
the eyes.
looking.
Yeah. There's the breather.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
And he's like, looks like there's a mine in the water, Hunter. And she's like, how many? She's like, better get in there, check it out. But Ricker's like, you said never go in there. She said, I'm not. You are. Ha ha.
You know what would be more scary than finding a mine in the water like that?
A mine in the water. It's like, I think he wants to come out. No, I think he's on a hot air balloon. Oh shit, he's trapped in a box.
Oh, I gotta face my camera right if I want to do that because the angle doesn't work. Yeah. Mime jokes work great for podcasts, by the way. I don't know if you guys were.
I was pulling a rope.
Oh, the only we could do that. We just do a second show, just the mime cast, and it's just 30 minutes of just silence.
No, we'll be doing stuff.
Well, we'll be doing stuff, yeah, but like the audio part of it would suck. You have to do the video podcast side, yeah.
No, we'll have someone like Justin, Dr. Justin, telling what we're doing.
Yep. And they're pulling a rope, and I think that's a rope.
They're they're still pulling a rope. Where the hell is this rope coming from?
Well, maybe we should just regulate it to YouTube Shorts. I think that might be our safer bet.
So Phoenix, she tells him, get your ass in there. She's like, get your
Yeah.
chubbly little ass in there.
Go get it.
Get it, boy. They kind of look like the clamshells from Pokemon.
Oh, you gotta catch them
Like-
all.
Yeah. They're like, there's dozens of them down there. They're all on sensors. If we move them, they go boom. The whole area is booby trapped. Our best option is to go around. That's what Sylar wants. He won't be expecting us to disarm them. Get to work.
They
I
put
love
out
how
booty
she's
traps.
holding the booty traps. I love how she's holding the gun basically too to show him she's serious.
Mhm.
Like, you're the explosive expert, right? You want that information or not? They both just kind of nod. Hunter dives under. You can almost hear Wrecker groaning.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I mean, she challenged his skills, so you know that was like she knows how to play him.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Ricker having a crush on her probably
Helps.
We have nothing to base that on, but we're going with it.
That's what we're saying.
Mhm.
They get one, then they look around, and you can almost hear them just groaning.
Yeah.
They're like, "We'll split up. You go left, I'll go right."
Split up, gang. 'Cause that works.
Like zoinks. Next thing you know, we see Omega and Crosshair on the beach of Taboo,
Babu.
and he's trying to hit fruit, and he's missing. She's like, "Close doesn't count. It's either a hit or a miss." Well, thank you, Captain. Like, you're
You
still more
Clone
capable
Obvious.
for the most. Yeah, thank you, Clone Obvious. That's not good enough for a sniper. He's like, "I'm down in the dumps."
I'm sad. Crosshair has feelings.
And she's like, AZ is right. Whatever they did to you on Tannis might be affecting you more than you realize. Just because there's nothing AZ can do doesn't mean your hand can't get better.
They'll make it taller now. She looked a
Yeah.
little taller.
She
I mean,
is.
she's going to get
grown.
taller, but
She's
yeah.
like 13 now.
I said when she hopped on that rock, she just looked taller. Then, what if we got
Than
something we could
before.
reference that to if we go back to like early episodes? Or
I
like,
bet she is.
Yeah.
And then I love this. But you're gonna have to trust me, Omega tells him, and she's like, I'm not gonna like it, am I? And she goes, you don't like anything. And he's like, oh yeah.
It's coming from the teenager. Usually it's the
Yeah.
other way around. Like, you don't like to do anything. I don't want to. I don't like it.
I don't wanna shoot anything. Now we're back on the river.
Why? No.
I was gonna say Kwai. Next thing you know, Hunter and
Space
Wrecker
Gators.
popping up, and then you got Space Gators coming. Except they don't look like Space Gators, do they?
Well, that one kind of looked like a gator. Hold on. What
That one
was
did,
it?
but when they were swimming, they look like little muscular men. Okay, now they do when they're above the surface.
Yeah. It looked like battle toads.
I
Oh.
wish.
I wish there was something else coming out at that sometime in the near future. That'd be awesome.
I agree.
See, I'm watching it with you, and it's all, like I said, looking like slow motion. So it's like extra dramatic looking right now. Like it's,
Wonder why it's slow motion.
I don't know. It's just got to be a buffer thing. Speaking of buff things, so these things come out of the water.
And they pull Hunter in.
Yep.
Wrecker goes jumping after him.
Now it's like we're watching Anaconda, or not Anaconda, but what about like one of the crocodile monster movies?
Croc Hunter.
No, there was one with about a giant crocodile.
Acid Lake.
Yep. Monster
And then
movie.
it's like watching a David Attenborough documentary about the dinosaurs too.
Holy crap! There's a whole list of crocodile, alligator related horror movies, like 11 of them. There's
Is
enough
there
to rank.
really?
Yeah, the number 11 was alligator.
Huh.
Eaten
and then
alive,
They're
rampage.
shooting them off. They're getting on the boat. Wrecker finally gets sick, hefts one over his head, throws it in the water. And Fennec goes, "This is why I never get in the water."
And Lake Placid was not number 1. How about that?
What was
Okay.
number one?
Brawl.
What was it? I'll
Mhm.
look it up.
About a hurricane, like other alligator, crocodile, whatever. Anyway,
They're like, well, tracker, where we going? He's like, the currents are too calm to tell. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you guys aren't cut out for this job.
oh man,
Oh,
she
you
gets him
think
right
you
in the
could do?
pride.
Yeah, you think you could do better than us? You
Mhm.
couldn't be doing any worse. Even Omega got away from you. Apparently, she got away from you too. And Wrecker's like, oh yeah, my bad.
Mhm.
They're looking.
And just low blows all the way around.
Yeah. Like, you're both willing to work with me considering our past. That information must be really important to you. And Hunter just kind of glances back at her. And just so you know, I didn't lose Omega. I let her go when the bounty was called off. By who? And she's like, the client. They thought
Shots
Omega
fired.
would be safer with you guys. Guess they were wrong about that. And she kind of And Wrecker's like, guess you'll work for anybody as long as you get paid. Good guys, bad guys, their money is all the same.
She's a bounty hunter, Wrecker.
Yeah.
Or
Like, well, money's-
maybe he was hinting like, yes, she'll work for anybody as long as they'll get paid. Wrecker's got credits.
Wrecker's got credits.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I insert? Good guys, bad guys, the money's all the same. And Hunter goes, well, money's not everything. And I love this part. Fennec goes, that's because you don't have any. Well, fuck you too.
Yep. Yep. Well,
And
that's
that shut down that conversation real quick.
yeah. Well, Wrecker not going to pay up now.
Hey, you probably drive a Prius, don't you, Hunter?
He looks like he would actually be like, he would like want to drive like a cool like 4-wheel drive Toyota, but he just has a little Prius.
A little Prius or a
yeah.
Geo Tracker.
Got Geo Tracker. Got a Subaru.
It's a Subaru. And
What would Wrecker drive? Wrecker would drive like a Humvee or something, or an actual Wrecker.
I think you'd drive a Bronco.
You think?
Like the original Bronco, like from the 70s, the big honking tank ones.
Yeah.
I think he just seems like he would. He'd grow a mullet, drive a Bronco.
See that?
I could see him doing that. He's going noodling.
God.
The wrong way.
Crosshair would be like in a Miata.
Yeah. This is my Mazda 6. We're not making fun of you guys drive any one of those cars, by the way.
Unless it's a Miata.
Unless it's a Miata, then you deserve to be made fun of.
Mm-hmm. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Chof
in your Miata.
Chofada, he calls it.
Mm-hmm.
He calls it his ciabatta.
Yeah, it's the number 7 down at the Mexican restaurant. We'll have the chofada.
Chofada. Extra beans.
Extra beans, please. Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, my tummy's a little upset. No beans, extra rice.
Yeah. Comes out and it's just a bunch of fried cloacas on a tortilla. I ordered it all.
This needs hot sauce.
It needs all the hot sauce.
Salsa.
Oh God, we're so tired.
I know. But they're looking through their little binoculars and they see another boat. And they're looking around. And Hunter's like, right here. He's got a blaster. They're pulling up.
And see, this is the other part that really made me think like Apocalypse Now, like when they actually rolled up on the Colonel's weird little place.
Yeah, when he tells her to cut the engines.
Yep.
They get out, stop the boat. They go radio silent and everything. She's like, go check Siler's hideout. Remember, I need him alive. And she's like, what about you? And she's like, I'm the lookout.
Look out!
Oh, so we take all the risk and you get all the reward? And she's like, yep, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right. Okay, see ya.
Yeah. I think I'm like 5 seconds behind you here, but we'll just keep going. I'm just going to nod and agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what.
Wonder if I do this, if it'll stop. They're walking. Are you seeing
okay,
that?
yeah, I got that.
Okay. They're going up it looks like a mud hut.
Mm-hmm.
up a little crudely made ladder made out of sticks. And hey, Hunter goes up because he looks at Wrecker and he goes, "Your ass is too fat, bitch. You can't come up."
I used to think you're crazy, but now I can see your nuts.
Yeah. Wrecker's like a cat. Yeah. Bat, bat, bat. Hunter goes in there, and next thing you know, he's inside the hut. He looked, and the camera pans up, and you see Sylar,
Mhm.
on the ceiling, and he does that like kind of back head. His head goes back because he's looking down, and he starts going like a predator almost.
Yeah, he's chittering.
He's chittering.
Yep.
And he's got this gross
According to the
goo coming
subtitles.
from his mouth.
What if he was like napping and like he just got woke up like
I'm so sleepy.
Mhm.
Now we see a fight scene. You see stun shots going out of the hut, and he gets on top of him, and he's like trying to pull his head off. Oh, it's like the creatures from Labyrinth, the ones that take off their heads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's,
So
like,
just
he's trying to take off Hunter. Says he's like, "Hey, don't come off." Hunter's down, and Hunter's basically getting the shit beat out of him.
Yep.
And then he gets his little buggy breath in his mask, and then all of a sudden Wrecker comes up and shoves him back.
We got a good bug fight scene right now.
It really is. And he's strong. He picked up Wrecker and threw him.
Yeah, well, if they're like, regular bugs, like ants are like super strong for their size, and then like,
Mantises are too.
doing like some space math.
She's like, they're like, he got away, and Fennec's like, what? Damn it.
What? No way.
No way. Bugman's looking around. He gets in his little boat, starts up the speeder, and then the engine goes, wait. And then look, it's been cut. Fennec's like, you think I'd let you get away from me again? And he goes, Fennec Shan. She shoots a stun shot. He jumps, knocks her blaster out of her hand, and then bitch slaps her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in the director's cut, he actually says that. He's like, bitch.
He's like, bitch. He's looking to get away, but not going to happen. He's in a tree looking, and then he's like, oh, there's their boat. I'm going to go that way. He starts running, then he gets tackled by Wrecker. And he spits an oogie. He's trying to play oogie mouth with Wrecker.
Ew.
Pulls out his little vibro blade. They're having a fight. I don't know how else to explain this all.
It's a tussle.
It's a tussle. And he finally gets stunned once, twice.
3 times a lady.
3 times a buggy. And they're like, you were right to bring us along. I'm always right. Grab him and let's go. Well, someone thinks highly of herself.
Yeah, well, that kind of goes to show for his his little buggy exoskeleton. Yeah, like he took 3 stun blasts. Usually like 1. That's it.
Even with an undersized thorax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's compensating.
Next thing we're back on Temu.
This part cracked me up. I don't know why. Like
I know it's hilarious.
I know it's meant to be like she's really doing all she can to help. But like even like
she's doing meditation and yoga.
Yeah. You see Omega and Crosshair and Batcher all sitting.
Batcher's asleep.
Well, Batcher yoga too hard.
Batcher yoga too hard.
Dude,
like
I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever done yoga?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have too. Like for a little while and never again. It hurt. I
did the DDP yoga.
I did like the P90X yoga way back in the day.
Yeah.
And like the first time I did, like, this isn't that bad. And then like, oh, this is hard. Oh, this is terrible. And the next morning I was sore, like my taint was sore. I don't know how, like, or what I did, but like I couldn't. I'm not even making that up for the joke. That really happened. Like I tried to roll out of bed. I'm like, why does that hurt?
That shouldn't hurt.
And I woke up alone too. So like I knew but just like everything was so sore. And so I didn't do it much, but like maybe I should do it again, just for like circulation or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's benefit, but I don't really want to. So
This
yeah.
shit ain't hurt.
It did. It did. Pulled my gooch. And
Oh, that grundle fundle.
oh, that was, and you can't put an ice pack on it. I mean, you can, but
You can. You'll just get ninny.
you just gotta sit weird.
When this came on, I remember going like Tiny Toon Adventures, going, "Oh, what a loon I am." Remember Shirley?
I
the
remember
Loon, the
that
Mystic?
episode.
Oh, what a loon I am. He's like, Crosshair's like, what is this for? She's like, this is not just your hand. It's it's good for your mind too. I want to know where the hell she learned space yoga from. When did she have time? Must have been space YouTube. Space TikTok.
Maybe. Has she learned how to do it?
Yeah.
Space talk.
Space talk. His hand shaking. She kind of puts her hand in his, and she's like, okay, take it from the top. Close her eyes, inhales, exhales. I'm literally explaining how they're breathing here.
Yeah.
She's like, where did you learn this? I picked it up from my friend Gungi and the other Wookiees on Kashyyyk.
There you go. I was gonna let you say it. I mess it up every time.
I'm sure I messed it up anyway.
Kashyyyk.
But Kashyyyk,
I think it's actually Kashyyyk.
I don't know.
There's too many Y's in a row. First off,
Ben, tell us.
Ben.
Um,
He's just gonna type it out. It's pronounced Kashyyyyk.
Fucking help, Ben.
That's what he'll do. Okay. Thanks in advance.
He might call me and do it though. It is interesting that the Wookiees practice yoga.
Yoga and meditation.
Like, that's odd to me. I don't know why.
Well, they're in tune with with nature.
In nature and everything. Yeah, I can see that.
They're basically a bunch of hairy, smelly hippies.
They really are.
They really are living off the grid.
Some of them even have dreads.
Yep. They're just living off the grid.
Like, not like real dreads, but like the nasty, like, I grew up privileged white boy dreads. And like, hey, I'm gonna go to a concert and not shower.
They play hacky sack and listen to Fish. Yeah.
And Grateful Dead.
And Grateful Dead.
And Grateful Wookie. And she's like, she basically tells him, shut up, close your eyes and focus. She starts breathing again. Crosshair's like, I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
I'm cheating.
Then he finally does it with his gross lotus pod head. And you see them just sitting there and the sun's setting. Beautiful scene. Now we're back at the space station. The magic school bus is next to the Marauder. Obviously they got everything done. She said, pleasure doing business with you. He goes, you promised us information. She said, I didn't have it on me, but I'll get it after we deliver Sylar. And he goes, that's not what we agreed on. She's like, you can either fight me or trust me. Take your pick. Well, we know what they chose.
Yeah. You know, we gotta trust her because she would kill them.
Yeah.
So,
in a heartbeat. She's like, I'll be in touch. His Hunter has his foot on her ramp and it just retracts.
Wrecker rolled his eye.
His good eye.
Yeah.
She gave him the salute back at her ship and she gone.
Later, nerds.
She's like, hey, I'll be back. You guys wait for me here. I'm going to the store to get some cigarettes.
Yeah. Go get some blue milk.
Get some blue milk. She turns this on her hologram and she said, her communicator goes blue. We don't get to see who it is. She crosses her arms and said, I just finished a job with some clones. They were asking about the Empire's M-count bounties. What can you tell me? And then you hear this muffled speech, and she goes, I'm sure you can track them down easily enough. I'll send you what I have.
Yeah, she's playing both sides of everything, which she does.
Yeah. All right,
she's a bounty hunter.
Who do you think it is?
Who do I think she's talking to? Oh, I think she's talking to Hemlock.
You think it's Hemlock?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer this because I'm already ahead on this. So
Yeah, I'm thinking Hemlock,
hemorrhoid.
long shot Sid, but likely Hemlock.
Okay, right on.
I'll go with that. No much.
For those of you who aren't watching ahead, who do you think it is?
Yeah.
For those of you who are ahead or current, don't answer.
Yeah. Everybody should be ahead though.
Yeah, everyone should be because we're so far behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was episode 8.
Yep. There's only a few more left. What is it? 12 total? Yeah, we 15. Goes to 15. There's 2 yet to be released. We got one coming this Wednesday and then May 1st, I believe.
I thought it was 15 episodes.
Well, it's only showing 2 left. Season 3, episode 15. They just released 13 this week. So 14 and 15 are left.
Yeah, so does 15.
Yep.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to tell you too, something cool I found out. So I want to see this new vampire movie, Abigail, the one with the little girl in the ballerina costume. She's like, I'm sorry that you're trapped in here with me. You know that one?
Yeah. No. Actually, no, I don't. No.
Okay, go watch the trailer. It looks really cool. It looks like a completely different take on the vampire genre.
Uh-huh.
I found out this is a prequel. The director has come out and said this is actually a prequel to the Sugar Plum Fairy in Cabin in the Woods. Sugar Plum Fairy is the little girl in the ballerina costume. When she turns around, her face is all the teeth, the rings of teeth. Yeah. They said that this is a prequel to the Sugar Plum Fairy.
What?
Yeah.
Does that mean we may be getting more Cabin in the Woods spin-off movies?
I don't know. I hope so. I think it'd be
or
cool.
Is it just like the director was just such a big fan of that movie that he's like, I'm going to make something that's going to predate that?
I kind of hope all of the above because I really like that movie.
Yep, I really love me some Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah. Oh, other exciting news. Bethesda okayed a season 2 for Fallout.
Yep, saw that too the other day. Yeah.
They were the holdouts. Amazon's like, please let us do it. And
please let us make tons of money off of this.
Yeah, because it's good.
Yeah, well, Bethesda knows they're going to make a crap ton of money off that. I mean, they're getting paid in the
front. Crap ton of money off of anything they do.
Off of it anyway, but now just think of all the extra merchandising and things that they're going to get from this. They're tapping into a whole new audience. I've talked to several people that have never even touched a Fallout game and know nothing about it and that are raving over the series.
Well, and what's pissing me off is the fanboys like, this isn't canon. It's like, dude, Fallout canon is hundreds of years. It could be anything.
Yeah. There's yeah.
Shut up.
So many different things that come. Yeah.
So fanboy toxism again.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you all think. We're gonna try and get some rest for next weekend and actually not be quite as tired.
Hopefully not.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
So with that, this has been Every Man's Guide to Nerddom. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kyle. And wherever you guys are, please have a great evening, nighttime, morning time, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And please be good to each other.
Stay fresh, cheese bag.
See ya.
It could get elevated. Nerd core could rise up. It could get elevated.